at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Lorenzo Carter. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check, nigga.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
That was cheap, dog. I wasn't even ready.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home.
Bro, I wasn't
should
ready,
steamroll
bro.
them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
I wasn't even ready, bro.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets him ready at their own 26. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Steal. Check, steal.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go. Left. Striker. 3-3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he's got room. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons.
So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they're good.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Running the counter, Patterson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Patterson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time.
On the double. Check you.
In motion, the tight end.
Steal. Check, steal. Check.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's go, Charge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
What you talking about, Briz? Trying to troll me? Trolling me, dog.
Action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Black ultra.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game,
Patterson was open, bro. Not Patterson. Kyle Pitts was open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, go steal.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ultra. Go ultra.
One more time with Patterson.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Patterson.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cordero Patterson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Allen. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 29 yards. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Hines now on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Allen. And he completes it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
He's got it. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go, set.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dive, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dive?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll give it to Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. As it stands, it's the Saints who have possession of the ball as we roll on in quarter number 3. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And it's tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From out of his end zone, it's Ingram Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday night of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pick the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. We'll play some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked it out. It might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now. They're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they begin the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man London right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Anthony Fertzer from 3 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Kamara. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. So now Ritter and the Falcons down by 16. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Got a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. look to throw here on first down. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll buy some time right. That's taken in by Fixer. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Demir Bird, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful
Next up, the Jets are on the clock. Next up, the Titans are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. The Washington Commanders are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. With the next selection, the Carolina Panthers on the clock. It's now the Vikings' turn. On the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. Next up, the Patriots are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Miami Dolphins. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Giants. It's the Atlanta Falcons, now on the clock. With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. It's the New Orleans Saints, now on the clock. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. It's the Cowboys now on the clock.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff. Staff points can be when you have enough to see what some talent trees make you select a path This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your line.